Well, next up, we have author Christie Ray. Her book is Untying the Knot with Grace, A Guide to Amicable Divorce. Hello.
Hello, my love.
Amazing to have you on the red carpet. Let's talk, we've talked now about untying the food knot with Grace. Let's talk about untying the marriage knot with Grace. What's your book about and who is it for?
My book is about amicable divorce, and it is for the people who are stuck in a loveless marriage and doing it for their kids and living a sort of a miserable life because they think they're doing it for their children.
So your clients or somebody reading this book, they've already decided divorce is inevitable or maybe in process. Why is an amicable divorce, or why is Grace, why are they looking for a way to do it with ease?
I think the reason why they're staying in their divorce is to keep their children happy. But they're either fighting with their spouse all the time, which isn't good for children, or they're not speaking to their spouse, and so their house is silent. So no matter what.
So this is like a stuck space. This is where you like know that it's not going to work out, but you don't know how or when to leave. And this is the exit plan, the exit strategy.
The exit plan that doesn't harm your children.
The exit plan that doesn't harm your children. I think that's so important because people will stay there for 5, 10, 15,
20 years.
Yeah.
Forever. And their whole life has gone by. And then their children have grown up in a miserable, sort of sad space.
Oh my God, such important work. So why did you want to write this book? How did this book pick you, or did you pick the book?
I found myself in that space, living in a sad, hollow life. And I looked at my kids who were 9 and 10 at the time, and I thought, I don't want to be teaching them this lesson of not living joy. And I'm teaching them this lesson every day. And so I told my husband, I'm not in love with you anymore, even though he's a fabulous guy and I love him. And the result was 3 months later, he said, thank you. And we did it together because we didn't want to hurt our kids.
Would you say that you have a better relationship with your now ex-husband, the father of your children, now than you did when you were married?
I've learned so much more about him. He is like the best version of the boyfriend who became my husband. It's been like the greatest thing for my children. It's been the greatest thing for my ex-husband. And I refer to him a lot because he's the greatest man in the world. And I'm great. We're all happy. And
you see yourself
beautiful.
as a family?
We are a family, and we're the foundation of our children's family. And that's the point, is we got divorced, but our kids kept their family.
We got divorced, but our kids kept their family. So good. Lori from Weston, Florida says, what was the most difficult aspect of writing your book? What was it for you?
I didn't actually find it hard because
you wrote your book in like 3 days. Your book was written before I blinked.
It was really fast. It was. When you gave me permission to write it, it was like, thank you. And it was just like, I need to tell everybody this because I've seen enough heartache and sadness. You gave me permission. And you just told me the steps and who to write it for. Instead of having to write it for the world, I just needed to write it for one person. And once you told me that, it was written.
It's amazing. All right, let's take another question here. Let's see. Okay, this is an interesting one. Doris is asking, how do you write a book if you don't have support from certain friends or family, if people aren't supporting you? How do you make the decision to do that? And by the way, every single author in our program goes through that. Maybe it's a boss.
I have that. I come from a family of publishing house families.
Fancy authors.
And so this whole self-publishing or getting help writing a book was not in their vernacular. So, and building clients from a book is definitely not within their vernacular. So my family doesn't see my book as a book. So I just closed my ears to it because I decided that my book is not about helping my family, my other family. It's about helping, I've already helped my family personally, my children and my ex-husband. But my book is about helping other people who were stuck in my situation. And the fact that my other family doesn't understand doesn't matter, because I have people reaching out to me every day saying, thank you. I needed to hear these words. You've given me so much hope that I can achieve what you can achieve. So you just block out the negativity and embrace the positivity, because you'll find that there's a lot more positive energy coming your way if you just close your ears to the negative.
I mean, here's the newsflash. People have the right to disagree with how you do anything. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's how you raise your kids and whether you give them sugar for snacks or whatever you're doing. People have the right to disagree. You get to decide, who do you want to be when somebody I love, some stranger, whoever, doesn't agree with something you're doing. You get to decide who you want to be, and nobody can change that or take that away from you.
That's right. And isn't it great that I chose to say yes, because I feel stronger about everything I do.
And that makes you the person who can help
It made me the person who wrote the book.
The person who wrote the book, Untying the Knot with Grace by Christie Ray. Get this book on Amazon. Share this with other people you know that this message can help. We all love our kids, and the idea of having to face a war between their parents is one of the worst things kids can go through. There are options, and Christie Ray can guide you there. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.